With the entire interior removed, except for some of the wiring, hoses, the steering column and gear stick, I decided to start stripping the front end and engine bay. I started by removing the headlight surrounds and front grille. With these removed, I then moved on to removing the headlights. With the headlights removed, I then took out the airbox and spare wheel clamp. Next up, I removed the 2 bolts holding the radiator to the front panel, and then the 2 nuts and 2 bolts holding the front panel on. Then the 2 screws holding the plastic plate with the ignition coil on to the front panel. Before I could lift out the front panel, I had to remove the bracket with the bonnet release cable on. This front panel isn't in great condition and is going to need some attention. There were 3 hoses left to disconnect before I could take out the radiator. I was sweeping as I went to try and keep things as clear of any rubbish and loose rust as I could. I was also trying to put nuts and bolts back so I knew where they came from. Next, I disconnected the ignition coil. Then the bonnet release cable. At this stage, I used some masking tape and a pen to write down what cables and hoses came from where to help me down the line. With the cables and hoses labelled, I wrapped some plastic around them and taped them up just to try and keep out any moisture. I did leave the 3 main radiator hoses. I then removed the battery, which was already disconnected, and started removing the windscreen washer bottle. I then started to remove the expansion tank. I had one particularly stubborn nut that just didn't want to come undone. Eventually, with a bit of time, I got it removed. I then spent a bit of time using the airline to clear out any rubbish and rust. Obviously there's still plenty to remove, but the engine bay wasn't looking too bad. I was definitely happy with the progress made today. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and ring the bell to see what happens next. Also, if you would like to follow me on Instagram, it's Keeping Up with the Campervan.